BENTON. Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Hey, welcome back to Exide Field. Some bonus coverage here as the boys game number 2 underway here, so we'll give you as much of this contest we can before the girls softball team gets ready here for their second game. Leading off for the Bobcats here in the top of the first inning, Lathan Cooper bounces one over the head of third baseman Nolan Linus for a leadoff single here. That'll bring up third baseman Spencer Turo. Throw over to first, and Cooper back in safely. Cooper, the leadoff hitter, went 1 for 4 in game 1. The Hawks win game 1 by a score of 3-2. They scored the winning run at the bottom of the 7th inning. There's a pitch called, strike 1. The umpires for game 2 here, Nick Wallenberg. Behind the plate, Chris Overbrockling doing the bases here. Throw over to first, gets away from the first baseman, Kyle Wright, but not far enough that Cooper can go anywhere. Hawk lineup here in game 2, Damian Black in left, Caleb Whitman in center, Aaron Demmer out in right. Nolan Linus at third, Max Ridenauer at short, Jared Harris at second, Kyle Wright at first. Sage Suter doing the catching, and Owen Ward, senior right-hander, on the mound here. Owen Ward 2-0 this year so far, his third start of the year. Pitched 13 innings, give up 6 hits, 1 run, has earned a .54 earned run average, has walked 6, hasn't anybody struck out 11. So very good first 2 games for the senior right-hander. Owen Ward takes that pitch high. 1-1 to count to Turo. Turo was 1 for 3 with an RBI. He knocked in the first run of the game back with a second inning double. There's a fly ball back out of play. Ooh, lands right on the roof, right above us, Tom. Jody was looking out for us. She yelled heads up. We're pretty safe up here. Yeah. We don't even have to get underneath the bench up here. We're covered with wire protectors over the windows and the roof above us. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, tried to drop a little changeup pitch in there. Stayed a little too high. Good pitch, good location, good try. 2-2 to count. On the sophomore third baseman, Spencer Turo. Last report, the Hawks up 4-0 down at Sill Field. Derek Cooper off with the pitch. The 2-2 pitch swung and fouled back into the screen by Turo, so Cooper will go back to first. Cooper did have a stolen base in game 1. That stolen base was his 12th on the year in 12 attempts. So Hawks very aware of his base running abilities. Another throw over to first. He's back in. So bonus coverage here until the Hawks get started with game 2 down at Sill Field. We'll bring you second game of this doubleheader here. Nice backhanded scoop by Sage Suter behind the plate. Throws down the first, and Cooper gets back. So full count now to Turo. The Bobcats, they scored 2 runs on 6 hits in game 1. There again, Cooper on the move, swinging a miss for strike 3. And the Hawks don't even throw down the second, so give Cooper his second stolen base of the night. Gets himself in scoring position. Now bring up the number 3 hitter, Riley Fiffner.
And for the Bobcats, center fielder, number 2, Riley Fiffner.
Fiffner 2 for 4. He hit a solo home run in the third inning for the second run for the Bobcats. Had a bunt single in the 5th for his 2 hits. So Fiffner, a junior, batting .297 coming into the night, 11 out of 37. That home run was his second home run and 10th RBI, both leaders in that category for the Bobcats. So he steps in there. Owen Ward gets a signal from Suter behind the plate. The first pitch is high, ball one. Hawks on a 10-game winning streak here now. Lost the first 2 games of the year to Dubuque Wahlert and Waverly Shell Rock, 2 very good ranked teams. The Hawks have reeled off 10 in a row here. Now that pitch also high. 2-0 to count. 8-0 in the Walmack, 3-0 on the east side. Bobcats dropped to 9-5 on the year, 6-3 in the Walmack, 4-0 on the west side. So 2-0 to count. Pitch again, high and away, 3-0. Cooper out at second with a leadoff single, stole second on the strikeout to Turo. Kyle squared away to bunt, but he wasn't doing it. He was just trying to distract the pitcher a little bit right in there for called strike one. 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Fly ball out into left field. Left fielder Damian Black going down the line. Dropped it in field territory, and the runner from second comes in, so that'll be a 2-base error. Damian Black got over there in plenty of time, right just inside the foul line, drops out of the end of his glove. First of the game, puts runners at second and third. 1 out, and that'll bring up senior catcher Cale Jamison. Jamison was 0 for 3 plus hit by a pitch in game number 1, but the Bobcats threatening here in the top half of the first inning. Pitch is in there, called strike one. So Owen Ward got his work cut out for him here in this top half of the first inning. 1 away and runners at second and third. There's a swing of foul back in the screen. Good location on that inner lower part of the plate. Handcuffed Jamison pretty good on that swing. And the umpire just walked that ball all the way out to Owen Ward. And I'm not sure why he walked it all the way out there to him, but that's back and we're ready to go. 0-2 to count to Jamison. Curveball just misses that plate. Nice pitch there. Tried to get him to go fishing for a ball that started in the strike zone but broke down and away. 1-2 to count. Again, setting up on that outer portion of the plate. Ground ball foul in right into the Hawk third base dugout. Count will remain 1-2 to Jamison. Owen Ward gets a signal from Suter. That pitch is high and away. 2-2 to count. Six seniors, in the starting lineup here for the Bobcats in game 2. Curveball again breaks a little bit too far outside. Right idea, but Jamison not fishing for that. Was behind in the count 0-2. He's worked it back to a full count here. The pitch from Owen Ward. Fly ball out to the left fielder, Damian Black. He'll catch it. Latham's tagging at third. He's going to come in and score standing up. We'll give Cole Jamison a fly out to the left fielder, RBI sacrifice fly. That drives in Cooper with an unearned run. And the Bobcats will take an early 1-0 lead. The Hawks throw to third base for an appeal to see if he left a little early, and the home plate umpire said no, he does not, so the run stands. The runner at second there stays out there. So 2 outs and a runner at second. That'll bring up Brady Krause, senior shortstop. That pitch is low and inside, ball one. Krause was DH in game one. He went 0 for 2, plus was hit by a pitch. There's a ground ball to the right of Max Ridenauer. Can't knock it down. Comes in, left fielder Damian Black overruns it. Another error. I don't think that runner from third would have been able to probably score, so second error of the inning gives the second run for the Bobcats. They take a 2-0 lead. Single and error. Tucker Schroeder. Schroeder was a hard luck loser in game one. Came in relief in the second inning, pitched a good contest, but takes the 3-2 loss. He was 2 for 3 at the plate in game one. Off-speed pitch stays high out zone, 1-0 to count. So Bobcats with 2 quick runs here in the top half of the first inning.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Points.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
For all your landscaping projects, call Jason at Phillips Landscaping in Dyersville. He specializes in retaining walls, patios, fire pits, ponds, waterfalls, flower and rock gardens, and more. Call Phillips Landscaping at 563-599-6069 for your estimate. Best of luck to all area athletes.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
In sports, as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Making sure you have experienced athletes and bench strength are a critical combination for a winning team. The same goes for our F&M team. With an average longevity of 15 years and 28 members strong, F&M is consistently showing strength in numbers. F&M Bank, the right choice, member FDIC.
Hey, welcome back into Exide Field. Bottom of the first inning for the Hawks, leading off. Warren Ward grounds out to third baseman. Damian Black lifts a lazy fly ball in the left center field to Riley Fickner. will chase down for out number 2, and that'll bring up first baseman Kyle Wright. Kyle Wright 0 for 3. Game 1, Damian Black with the game-winning RBI sacrifice fly in Game 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning as the Hawks win a thrilling 3-2 victory over the Bobcats. Last report down at Phil Field, the Hawks up 6-0 on South Tama. And when that game gets done in the beginning of the second game, we'll send it down to John Swisher at Game 2 from Sill Field. A little bonus coverage here is Kyle Wright swings and fouls that pitch back out of play. The Hawks fall behind 2-0. They were behind 2-0 in Game 1 and came back and won 3-2. There was a called strike on the outside corner. 1-2 to count now on Kyle Wright. He flied out, was safe on a fielder's choice, and then popped out his 3 at-bats. Batting .405 coming into the night. A pitch high. Ball 2. Left-hander Brett Benson on the mound here in Game 2 for the Bobcats. 1-0 on the year. That pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play. 12 innings pitched, has allowed 8 hits, no runs. No earned runs, a 0 earned run average. 4 walks, 1 hit batter, 4 strikeouts. A pitch outside. 3-2 to count. So Benson doing a nice job. His second start of the year for the Bobcats. 1-0 record. Fly ball again fouled down the left field line out of play. And we'll get another 3-2 pitch to Kyle Wright. Nick Willenberg behind the plate here in Game 2. Chris Overbach playing umpiring the bases. And that pitch hits Kyle Wright on the 3-2 pitch. Tried to break a curveball on the inner portion of the plate. Just didn't break enough. And Kyle Wright will go down to first on the hit by pitch. And that'll bring up senior center fielder Caleb Whitman. Whitman 1 for 3 in Game 1. Had an RBI single back in the 3rd inning. Knocked in the first run of the game. There's a line shot out of left center field. It's going to drop in between the center field and go all the way to the fence. Coach Law's going to wave around. Kyle Wright headed home. The throw is going to be not in time. And give Caleb Whitman a big clutch 2-out RBI double to left. And the Hawks now trail 2-1. And those are the things, those little things, the 2-out stuff, 2-out hit by pitch seems pretty innocent. Then 2 pitches later, all of a sudden you get a double out in the gap. And the Hawks score, and that'll bring up Max Reidenauer. Max Reidenauer went 6 innings in that first game, gave up 2 runs on 6 hits, struck out 4, walked 2, and hit 2 on 93 pitches. Did not factor in the decision as Aaron Demmer came in the 7th inning and pitched a scoreless 1-2-3 inning in the 7th. There's a swing and a fly ball foul back out of play. Let's see if the Hawks can get another 2-out RBI here and tie this game up 2-1 here. Bobcats here in the first inning of Game 2. Whitman with a nice lead out at second base. It stays well up out of the zone. Senior left-hander Brett Benson. Hawks on a 10-game winning streak. Lost their first 2 games of the year. That pitch is inside. 2-1 to count. Beautiful evening here tonight at Exide Field at the Beckman Complex. Pitch just off the outside corner, 3-1. Now the hitter, a 3-1 pitch, right now can really look for something to his liking and try to drive something. As a hitter, that's the count you like to get into, is that 3-1 count, because he's really got to throw something to you. Here, Whitman takes off, and a fly ball to center fielder. He's going to round the head home, but the center fielder, Riley Fiftner, will catch it for out number 3. But Hawks score a run on a hit, 1 left on, score after 1, complete. The Benton Bobcats 2, the West Delaware Hawks 1. You're listening to West Delaware Hawk Baseball on KMCH.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Why make 10 calls when you can make one call to Steve Morman Insurance in Manchester and get the best quote from 10 different companies on your auto, home, and farm insurance? You can depend on Steve Morman Insurance for fast, friendly service and quality coverage. Call Kathy or Rachel at your agency of choice in Manchester today, 927-2263.
And welcome back to Exide Field. Top of inning number 2, leading off for the Bobcats, designated hitter Bo Heron. Bo Heron was a starting pitcher in game 1. He only went 1 1/3 and then came out abruptly in that second inning. There's a sharp ground ball to the shortstop. Ridenauer picks it up, goes over to first, 4 out, number 1. West Delaware Hawks softball team, big win down at Sill Field. Hawks had a 6-0 lead. South Tama came back to tie it up 6-6. And then a walk-off grand slam home run by Claire Demmer wins the game down Sill Field for the Hawks 10-6. So we'll send it down to Sill Field when they get ready to start game 2 down there. Out batting for the Bobcats, Nash Martinson fouls the first pitch back out of play, strike 1. There's a ground ball to the left. The third baseman can't come up with it. Right now it comes up, but that play is going to be an infield hit. As once that got by the third baseman, it's going to be a tough play for the shortstop to try to pick that up. Just a slow roll of the perfectly placed for the third hit of the game for the Bobcats. I'll bring up the number 9 hitter, first baseman Skylar Freeze. He did not bat in game 1, played third base, but they were DHing for him, so his first at-bat of the evening. A 1-out single by Martinson. Go over to first, and he gets back in. So Skylar Freeze, let's see what he's got for some batting. He's batting 185 on the year, 5 hits in 27 at-bats, 1 double and 2 RBIs on the year. Takes that pitch on the outside corner. Called strike 1. 2-1, Bobcats lead after the first inning here in game 2. Hawks won game 1 with a walk-off sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 7th inning by Damian Black for the 3-2 victory. There's a fly ball going down the right field line. Will drop in foul territory. We'll kind of go 0-2 now to Skylar Freeze. Head coach Derek Anderson for the Bobcats, 125-86 coming into the year, 9-5 this year so far are the Bobcats. Owen Ward on the mound here in game 2. Curveball swung on, pop fly out in short right field. He'll catch it for out number 2, and that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Lathan Cooper. Cooper singled leading off the game, came around, scored the first run of the game. Cooper steps in there. Cooper went 1 for 4 in game 1. He has a stolen base in each game. Breaks that curveball over the outside corner, called strike 1. Bobcats 2 runs on 3 hits, but 2 Hawk errors contributed those 2 runs in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch to Cooper, swung on, fly ball out in the right center field. Center fielder Caleb Whitman on his horse dives for it, but cannot come up with it. Right fielder Aaron Demer picks it up, and there's going to be a relay to home, and he's there easily. Great relay by the shortstop, Max Leidenauer, to the catcher, Sage Suter, who has to stand and actually wait for the runner to get there. And Nash Martinson is thrown out 9-6-2 for out number 3. So the Bobcats, no runs on 2 hits, 1 left on. Score after 1.5. The Bobcats 2, the Hawks 1. Listen to West Delaware Baseball on KMCH.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
A great night out awaits you at Hartridge Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy Buick and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. They have big town inventory with small town service. Stop and say hi. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence. And go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com. That's DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
First baseman, second baseman, number 8, Jared Hood.
Hey, welcome back to Exide Field Hawk Baseball bonus coverage here, Game 2, as the Hawks trail 2-1 in Game 2 here to the Bobcats. Leading off, Jared Harris right back up the middle for the Hawks' second hit of the game. Jared Harris with the leadoff single. Correction on that, the girls' softball scores 10-0 in 6 innings. Hawks were ahead 6-0, and then Claire Demmer hit the walk-off grand slam, so the Hawks win by the 10-run rule. So the Hawks 10-0 victory in Game 1 and softball down at Seal Field. And that Game 2 will be starting shortly. When it is, we'll send it down to John Swisher for Game 2. Now batting for the Hawks, Nolan Linus takes the first pitch, squared around the bunt, but pulled the bat back, takes it for a called strike. Again, getting a signal from head coach Nate Lard down at third. B.J. Hermson over first, the coaches for the Hawks. Linus, a junior third baseman for the Hawks this year. Throw to first is, again, Linus had squared around like he's going to sacrifice bunt. Then he gets the signals from head coach Nate Lard. Third baseman Spencer Turo kind of looking over there trying to steal a signal, see what's going on. He's in on the edge of the grass, now kind of taking a couple steps in. Linus squares around the bunt and then pops it clear back over the fence into the stands. Probably not the exact bunt attempt that Coach Law was looking for out of that. That's tough on that base runner. Jared Harris down at first. He's trying to get a good jump to get down to second. On a pop fly, he got a hold. So 2 strikes to count now on Linus. The 0-2 pitch well out of the strike zone. 1-2 to count. Hawks on a 10-game win streak now with that first game victory, 3-2 over the Bobcats. Aaron Demmer, the winning pitcher, came in relief in the 7th inning of the starter, Max Leidenauer. 1-2 pitch, swung on him, fouled back out of play. Count will remain 1-2. Overcast evening here tonight. Kids would just love for it to be this nice come Friday when they have to travel down to South Tama, but it's supposed to be well into the 90s come Friday for their next ball games this week. They'll be off tomorrow and travel down to South Tama Friday for a conference doubleheader. Jared Harris with the lead at first. He's taking off for second. The pitch is high, 2-2, and he's underneath that tag. Throw is high, and Jared Harris give him a stolen base. That's stolen base for Jared Harris. He's now 5 for 5 on the year in stolen bases. Pitch is 2-2 to count. Now to Nolan Linus. Shortstop trying to sneak in behind, and the pitcher probably wisely steps off. The base runner, Jared Harris, had a pretty good lead, and then he had his shortstop cutting in behind him without a position there, so he didn't want to throw with the shortstop standing on second base. So smart move by the pitcher. That pitch is a little low, taken by Linus. 3-2, so good job, good at bat here. Fell behind 0-2, now worked it to a full count. Harris with the lead out at second. Second baseman trying to sneak in and keep him safe. Closer to second. Again, a good lead, and the pitcher, Brett Benson, realizing that again, just steps off the lever and looks at him. And now we're ready to go again. Linus steps back in there, again a 3-2 pitch. Curveball swung on, ground ball down to the third baseman, Spencer Turo. Looks the runner back to second, throws over to first for out number 1. That'll bring up the catcher, Sage Suter. Third baseman, Spencer Turo, played that just how you're taught to, as a ground ball third baseman. You got to look that runner, freeze that runner at second base so he can't advance to third on the play. And a nice, strong, accurate throw over to first so that Jared Harris was not able to advance to third. Now senior catcher Suter stands up. Now we're going to throw back to second. Goes between the second baseman and shortstop out into center field, and Harris sees it, so he'll take off for third. So both the second baseman and the shortstop kind of came in there, and neither one of them really went for the throw. Throw wasn't that bad, just about hit Harris. But it goes right between all three of them out into center field for a throwing error. Now Hawks with the tying run down at third base with just one out. That pitch is outside, 1-0 to Sage Suter. Got out in front of that one. Foul ball way foul down the left field line. 1-1 the count. Hawks winners of game 1, 3-2 on a Damian Black walk-off sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 7th. There's a swing and a miss by Suter, 1-2 to count. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's glove, who holds on to it for out number 2. First strikeout of the game by Benson. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, right fielder, Aaron Demmer. Demmer did not bat in game 1, played right field, and they DH for him, but he came in and pitched the 7th inning and became the winning pitcher in game 1. That pitch is low and away, ball 1. Demmer, a left-handed hitter for the Hawks. Takes that pitch outside, 2-0. Aaron Demmer, 1 out of 19 hitting this year, batting .053. Does have 1 RBI and 1 sacrifice bunt, has walked twice. He's swinging a foul ball back out of play. 2-1 the count. Here again, you can look for a pitch to his liking and try to get in a base hit here. Tie this game up. Hawks trail 2-1, but a runner down at third, throwing the dirt. Good block by the catcher to save a wild pitch. 3-1 the count. Three and one pitch is high, ball 4, so he'll draw a 2-out walk. Runners at first and third. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Owen Ward. Owen Ward, 1 for 2, was on base 3 times. Popped out, walked and scored in the 3rd, walked in the 5th, and singled and scored the game-winning run in the 7th. Ward, the pitcher here in game 2, help his cause here if he can come up with a base hit. That pitch from Benson is high, ball 1. Owen Ward batting .412 coming in tonight, 14 hits in 34 at-bats. 1 for 2 in game 1 to raise that a little bit higher. Takes that pitch on the outside corner, called strike 1. Good location, good pitch there by Benson. Hawks softball team winners of game 1 down Sill Field, 10-0. Claire Demmer with a walk-off grand slam home run so that he could win that first game by the 10-run rule. Taking that pitch a little high, and then a very, very delayed steal as Aaron Demmer didn't take off until the catcher already had the ball. So Demmer down at second base. Then our runners down at second and third with 2 outs, 2-1 count to Ward. There's a fly ball. Medium center field. Center fielder Siffner goes back and he'll catch it for out number 3. So the Hawks no runs on a hit. 2 left on. Score after 2 complete. The Benton Bobcats 2, West Delaware Hawks 1. Listen to Hawks baseball coverage on KMCH.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
AK Sports in Manchester offers team apparel, screen printing, hunting and fishing supplies, and more. Get your game on with AK Sports, your local sporting apparel store, and more in Manchester.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Benton. Your vision is our primary focus.
And along with Ashley Bramey back in the studios of KMCH, Bill Logan bringing you bonus coverage of the West Delaware Hawk baseball team here tonight at Exide Field in Manchester. Hawks winners of game 1 by a score of 3-2. As they score the winning run on a walk-off sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 7th inning by Damian Black to win 3-2. And we're headed into the top of inning number 3 here in game 2. Bobcats with a 2-1 lead. They scored 2 in the top half of the first. The Hawks came back and scored 1 in the bottom of the first, and we've been scoreless in the 2nd inning. Leading off the 3rd inning for the Bobcats, number 2 hitter Spencer Turo. He was a strikeout victim his first time up. He's ahead in the count now, 3-1 from senior right-hander Owen Ward. Pitch is high, ball 4, so he'll draw a leadoff walk here in the top of the 3rd. First walk of the game given up by Ward. Okay. And we're going to get ready here to send it down to John Swisher at Sill Field here. As the girls game here just about ready to get started in game number 2. And game number 2 here at Exide Field, Hawks trail 2-1. And we'll send it down now to some softball coverage at Still Field with John Swisher.
For over a century, Anderson has been helping families make their homes brighter, more comfortable, and more beautiful. They do it by making quality windows and doors, setting the bar high and raising it day after day, year after year, making Anderson the leader in doors and windows. Contact local vendor Delhi Lumber at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.